Hello, I'm Chylli from Channel Chylli, also known as Chai, and we are back with more Limbus Company. This is the Walpurgis Knot event. So, let's throw in some summon. Since you can get the ego from any banner, I do paid on every banner. And let's see if we can get some 3 stars.
일발 장전.
Oh shit, we'll stop off this Heathcliff. And another full stop off this Heathcliff.
역시 니놈 말대로.
And Magic Bullet Otis. Well, that's 40. And I'm still saving for the Arcanites crossover event, so I'm not gonna use any lunacy. I will use the tickets that I get from this, though. Let's see, what would I want to do here? It seems like they are weak to Pierce. What even is this team? Let's red spin. And throw in full stop Heathcliff.
들켰다. 너희들부터 뒤로 물러서 내가 응사할 테니까.
That one's got away with words. I'll give him that. We talking miserable blokes while wearing those bizarre gears in their head. How could anyone be convinced to willingly turn themselves into some sort of meat gear monster? Meat gears, thought gears, loads of wankers with gears shoved into their heads, all just to become smarter or something, is it? What a load of shite. I mean, I just can't believe how anyone could think that their lot in life is to be a piece of gear in someone else's noggin. I don't suppose it's any of my business. Let's get back to work. What was it that Hong Lu said? That it's a rare, lucrative opportunity? Yeah, this'll be good for us. This rifle. I thought Bossman was some madman when he decided to purchase these firearms. I didn't even have a steady income then, and we were scouted to the team like stray animals, getting taken in by some charity office after being exploited to hell by some other no-name officers left and right. Not that I don't deserve to be here. I was always confident in my abilities. But still, that suggestion that we should use those expensive guns all of a sudden was so out of the blue that I couldn't help but think it was some shady set. I thought, oh, this must be one of them scams where they buy me this expensive but broken gun and asked for me to pay for its repairs and whatnot. When I was just getting ready to smash the office to bits, trying to get a single stray word out of the boss man. He sent me an entire box, the size of my head, filled to the brim with ammunition. Didn't think the truth would be so simple, yet the boss man's just a loaded man. Well, I suppose he did threaten us with no pay if we ever pointlessly wasted our bullets. A month of no pay for every shot missed, was it? And I thought, thinking logically here, that it'd be smarter to get me a sniper rifle so there's less chance of me wasting bullets. So that's how this gun became my partner through thick and thin. I'm still quite fond of flipping out, smashing everything to bits with no concern for what comes next, but I think this fits me just as well, maybe. I guess there's a satisfying side to this, especially when I'm about to blast sods like I'd rather not talk to. Ready, Heathcliff? Ready. Once the worshippers are in sight, make sure your gun is loaded and wait for my signal. Looks like I'll be hurting our wallets a tad more today than usual. Is that right with you? Oh, breaking out the Atelier Logic high-velocity pulverization round, are we? Yeah, those gears in their heads. Regular rounds will just bounce right off them. Better to grind them down and pulverize them. That's true. I'll be deducting your pay if you ever use more than a single round against the same enemy, though. Get it, mate. You'd be grumbling all the same, even if I were using the cheapest ammunition on the market. You know how expensive these bullets are. Atelier Logic ammunition is pretty expensive, even for me. Understood. Push the tactical sight forward and the chamber reveals itself below. I remove the topmost bullet from there and carefully replace it with a silver-plated, beautifully engraved bullet. Special round loaded, ready to fire. I hear 2 beeps coming from the comms opening and closing instead of worded reply. That's the code for Roger that. It must be in their ear side. That's very close. And I should get ready. The magnetic rail makes a funny noise as it begins to charge. Going for the bullseye. Gunpowder detonates, adding even more power to the bullet, blasting forth from the barrel. I feel the recoil ram my shoulder backwards. A sniper rifle that uses 2 different propellants in tandem? Now that's something you don't see every day, even in most workshops. Of course, S-Class workshops can probably produce all kinds of fantastical items that'll easily trump something like this, but I'm sure I can count the number of S-Class workshops with one hand. Doubt there are more than 3 tops. And their stuff's gotta be exceedingly expensive too, even for the boss man. But excluding those outliers, this gun's gotta be the best. What the hell? Heathcliff, you missed? No, what in the... They've got some kind of foresight or something, dodging my bullet like that. Well, I guess there are surprises around every corner in the city. It's beyond me how this bloke can remain so bloody calm and flippin', even in situations like these. Fuck this. Relocating. This nest's compromised. Gotcha. Miss I will have to do the same. I'll leave it to you, Hunglu. Okay, I've got this. Boss man covers me whenever I'm on the move. And whenever they've got them cornered, I identify the weak links and blast them with my sniper rifle. We've done this together more than a dozen times. There's no mucking up our teamwork. Well, unless the enemy is clearly out of our league. But I can see that carefree grin all the way from here. Looks like we're gonna be okay. Oh, by the way, I'm deducting your pay for this month because you failed to kill them with a single shot. Just like I promised. Saying stupid shit like that is why they've got an advantage over us. He really is a piece of work. And there we go. I don't know if I'll be able to get Honglu. Anyway. This only costs in Kefouin, so let's transfer that. Level 50. Let's see. I only have 5 here. No support units. Oh, I can only use 5 here? Well, then that should work.
이번 의뢰는 몇 발이나 들고
소재가
단피가 떨어질 때군요.
This seems like a good place to end it, Dante. Alright. I do consultations with the sinners when there's a need to do so, but I also invite them for regular consultations as well, regardless of the necessity. Our conversations were usually pretty inane and somewhat perfectionary, to the point where I feel like I'm just going down a list of things to say, asking obvious questions like, how are you doing? Are you dealing with any difficult emotions? Or other queries of the same nature, which means that most of our consultations end up being idle chatter, but... well, so we're good here, right? Doubts believe so, yes. Your continual growth has been observed throughout the repeated consultations. No changes for the worse, or problems with your tenure as the manager have been found. That's good. House was always the last sinner on my consultation list. Whenever I finished consulting her, she would have me participate in her consultation in turn. These are rather valuable opportunities for me, given that they're pretty much the only times I ever get to voice my concerns without hesitation. Not to mention that there are also chances to try to brainstorm how we'd go about resolving them. Adib, do you have any further questions? As I was listening to Faust, sitting across from her and cleaning up the documents laid out on my desk, my calendar came into view. Oh yeah, it's happening pretty soon, isn't it? By it, are you referring to the Walpurgis night? I feel like it's about time it happened again. It's been happening pretty frequently as of late, to the point where it's occurring once every few days. I don't know how rare this event really is, but I'm starting to develop some sort of intuition as to how often it comes. It seems like you found yourself a pattern of sorts, Dante. However, the basis by which the Walpurgis nights occur is pure chance. There's no rules that dictate their frequency. Really? But I just have this feeling, an intuition that it's about to happen, you know? House has come to understand that your feelings, Dante, may sometimes yield exceptional results that elude any sort of logical or sensible explanations. However, to find patterns in which there are none is... Faust had just begun her explanation with a barely noticeable grin when she was prematurely cut off by the all too familiar alarm and the accompanying white shell of crane flashes. You're saying, Faust? It is always a pleasant surprise to encounter such uncertainties. You don't look pleased at all, though. Let us head to the driver's seat. And with that, she hurriedly stormed out of my room. Sometime later. This is one weird place, huh? Are we in some kind of prison? The air smells dank. I think we might be underground. I was wondering if we'd get to visit the L Corp headquarters again. Pretty sure that's where we'll be going our next Walpurgis night. Huh? How do you know that? Doesn't it seem like they're taking turns to appear? The patterns are telling me that this time we're inside a book of the library, I think. Any thoughts, Faust? As I've stated earlier, the basis by which the Walpurgis nights occur is pure... The hell are you blathering about? Quit going on tangents and answer the question straight, yeah? Always for the sake of efficiency, immediately and succinctly explanate your point when replying to your superior's questions, understood? Indeed, this event seems to take place in a period of time when the library existed. However, it does not seem to be the case that we'll be facing abnormalities here, as we had done in the past. Then what? Wait. Voices, they're close. With everyone hushed, I could hear voices muttering from a distant hallway. It seems that this place is a place of conglomeration, congregation for an emergent religious group once known as the Church of Gears. The Church of Gears? So do they worship literal gears? Why is it more symbolic? Like they're worshipping the sacred values of labor or something. Excuse me. Fast gazed into the distance, blinked a few times, and continued as though she realized something. Not exactly. They consider themselves to be, as denizens of the city, nothing more than gears. Their belief is that their misfortunes stem from the fact that their current lot in life has placed them where they do not belong. Such was Faust's input. Is he getting all this from the Gesellschaft she mentioned before? They don't seem too off the mark then. Plenty of people in the city have jobs they're not fit for. Perhaps so. However, do not understand that the lady of this religion, dubbed meat gears, install their objects of worship known as thought gears. Gears made from humans into their own brains, and... Okay, point taken, you can stop now. Yeah, what was I even thinking? Of course they're just another bunch of crazies. Lydia brought her hand to her mouth as though she was about to vomit, then shook her head dismissively. Anyway, so what are we supposed to be doing here? Do we kill him? It is uncertain where the end of this scenario lies. However, as your proposed course of action has often led us to solutions, it likely will not be much different this time. Please, a moment. What is this scenario that you've mentioned in passing? Yeah, I caught that too. That is only a hypothesis of sorts, at the moment. However, please recall that the past manifestations of a phenomenon in which we, once the goal determined by the scenario was deemed complete, were immediately returned to the bus's corridors. And given that the beginning and resolution are always identical, as though the scenario is resetting from cycle to cycle, it can be surmised that we are repeating the same scenario. There are other rooms in the back door with similar attributes, given that they also consist of rooms that repeat certain scenarios until a certain objective is completed. It can be said that the prospect of this hypothesis turning out to be correct is not entirely out of the realm of possibility when it comes to technological limitations. In recollecting, as you say, I find that there were instances in which we were invariably made to reach the same conclusion, regardless of the specifics of our methodologies in battle. Verily, hast thou not said before, young Faust, that our actions taken within the bounds of the realities manifested by the powers of Valpuree, Gisunacht, were indeed events of the past, yet manipulated, not the history of the world wherein we do exist? Correct. That is another evidence for the hypothesis that these are but scenarios. So even if we were to kill these worshippers, they're not actually dying, right? Still carrying that soft heart, are you? But it just doesn't seem right. Attacking someone who can speak just like we do, without really getting to know what's going on seems, you know. The intent behind your question is understood. Yes, you are correct. Testing. Do you copy? An unfamiliar voice suddenly whispered into our ears. Who is this? The heck? Since when did we have one of these things in our ears? That's when I realized that the centers were all equipped with something resembling transmitters in their ears. What the shit are you guys? It's me, Stefan. Wake up. We gave you a subcontract because you were supposedly much better at blitzes like these. We even made quite the fuss when we were handing it over to you, remember? Come on, let's just do our jobs and go home, okay? Or is this another tantrum about how we're taking 60% of the reward? I see, this appears to be our role in this scenario. We all know that the Church of Gears is one nut job factory, but don't let the edginess get in the way of the mission. Got that? We got this straight from Director Eugen of the She Association Section 2. You have to capture their leader alive. If you screw this job up, we can say goodbye to that payday we've all been looking forward to. So I'm leaving it to you, okay? Hey, what does this leader look like? Holy shit, are you insane? You didn't even read the documents we sent you before going in there? Okay, I guess they did infiltrate the base without even reading intel. Hey, they're veterans who really are just that good. I won't deny the title of a veteran. Oh wow. You'll know the moment you lay your eyes on their leader. Veiled face, huge gears in the head and all that. That appears to be an appropriate amount of intelligence to identify this target. Great, then let's do this. Talk about a tongue twister, jeez.
교단 놈들이 곧 몰려들 거야.
Church of Gears worshippers?
무기부터 확인해.
정화.
Interesting.
한 점만 노린다.
God damn it.
깔끔한 헤드샷.
Oh, I still one-shot him.
좋아.
알겠어.
예쁘네, 네 피분수.
사격 개시. 깔끔한 헤드샷. 머리통이 찹쌀났다. 깔끔한 헤드샷.
One-shotting them is fine.
예쁘네, 네 피분수.
에이, 끝도 없이 몰려드네.
Oh geez, that guy's huge.
바퀴나 받고 총알 안 떨어지게 잘 관리하라고.
사격 개시. 깔끔한 헤드샷. 좋아. 하나만.
알겠어.
완성되었나? 이제야 완성되었나?
안심이야. 고통은 없어.
정화.
좋아. 순탄하구만.
And I'm out of ammo.
먼저 빠진다.
Is he just out of the fight for good?
고귀하게.
완성되었나? 이제야 완성되었나?
내게 자비를 구하지 마라. 내 앞에는 무엇도 남지 않을 테니.
That was quite a bit. And I won. That wasn't so bad. Pretty unsettling, but they didn't give us too much trouble, huh? Yeah, my weapon kept slipping out of my hand because I had to stop myself from throwing up. Brains and all that blood and chunks of flesh whenever the gears turned and crushed the... I is ill-advised to mouth what imparts you nothing but displeasure, Sinclair. Best the sinners, who all appeared rather exhausted from certain non-fatigue related issues, I saw a shivering figure. That one must be the leader of this church. Otis, remember, this is a capture mission. Of course, Executive Manager. I know an exceptional technique by which I can 100% ensure the survival of the subject. Possible defense wounds notwithstanding. Please, leave us alone. Stay away. Just as Otis had begun to approach the leader, her face contorted into a terrifying expression. Oh wow, 13 of you. Why, those friends must have spent quite a fortune hiring you all. Ah, here he is. There was a flash of light, and in the blink of an eye, someone had kicked Otis to the side and embraced the leader in their arms. Ah, could you be the person my father always talked about? I guess. We can't well see whom this figure is, yet such power has to be... Sorry, friends. I do appreciate your welcome, but... I'm going to have to leave with this friend over here instead. Make way for us, will you? Absolutely not. Otis aggressively strides towards the shadowy intruder. The details were fuzzy and shadowed, but I was pretty sure that this figure was holding a massive scythe. What a grand welcome. Wow, I'm about to shed a tear. Well then. The intruder begins to raise his scythe, his voice untainted by even a tinge of battle anxiety. And we found ourselves back in the corridors. It seems this is where the scenario ends. Damn it, what indignity. Nay, young Otis, 'tis not to be humiliated of. While I'm not entirely confident in the speculation, for I was availed not else save for the silhouette, that strength, that composure. Forsooth, the silhouette of this foe, I had borne witness to this magnificence in the past in the magazines, at color. Thou hast almost engaged in a duel with a color fixer. Recovering your memories clearly hasn't diminished your love of fixers one bit, huh? Silence is irrelevant. Anyhow, young Faust. Thou hast said as such in the past that a repeated visit would be as our benefit as long as this night is in effect, forsooth? Forsooth? Indeed. Well, should I be granted the chance to behold the continuance of this figure, it should be of no trouble for I to determine which of the illustrious color fixers this one is with greater certainty. May I, perchance, be granted the opportunity to approach this figure in young Otis's stead? There's no reason to deny that request, though I am of the belief that the identity of this individual will not be revealed, regardless of the choices we make in this scenario. Don Quixote is just as passionate as ever, huh? But Faust's expression maintains a stony coldness, highlighting the contrast. It seems like she was deep in contemplation. So I sought to ask, is there something on your mind, Faust? If this scenario hypothesis is correct, perhaps the conclusion we have just seen may be a hint of sorts. A hint? Perhaps the very contrivance of this conclusion lies a tacit threat or a warning posed against us that the tale may be forced to continue, regardless of our own actions. There may be an incident in the future in which LCB's journey comes to an untimely halt due to the failure to find the conclusion in a Walpurgis Night event. It appears the access to that information is still locked. I'm having some trouble following your train of thought. It is alright. When the time comes, Dante, it may be the case that your intuition will bring proof of these hypotheses, as it has today. Yeah. However, it seems that verifying Don Quixote's hypothesis takes precedence for the moment. Manager Esquire, prithee move with haste now. Haste, I say. We have a second before we... Watching Don Quixote's enthusiasm, I decided to table the more complicated thoughts for later, like I always do. Faust is right. It might do us well for me to have some more faith in my own institutions for intuitions for now. Interesting.
그 정도 화력으로 우리 사무소를 막을 수 있을 줄 알았냐?
22 out of 30.
저놈들 무기까지 주어서 철수하자고.
Awesome. Interesting. I do want Honolulu, but I just don't have the resources for it. Maybe I'll throw in an extra 10 times. And I got nothing. Well, anyway.
이 소재가
달리자 로신한테!
Try something like that, maybe.
라만 차렌드를 뒤엎는다.
교단놈들이 곧 몰려들 거야. 정신머리 똑바로 차리고 무기부터 확인해.
고귀하게
이제야
추잡하네.
고통은 따뜻한 쏟아내라.
So far, so good.
점 찍었네.
깔끔한 헤드샷. 머리통에 적살났다고. 깔끔한 헤드샷.
200 damage is insane.
에이, 끝도 없이 몰려드네. 대가리엔 이상한 톱니바퀴나 받고. 총알 안 떨어지게 잘 관리하라고.
고귀하게
내 탄환이 향하는 곳은 언제나 같다. 필요해. 조금의 우연도
Amazing damage.
완성되었나?
내 피분수
사격 개시.
꿰뚫려라.
좋아.
Heathcliff is missing his bullet.
합격장.
이쁘네. 내 피분수 추잡하네.
격발.
고통 없어.
격발.
고통 없어.
너는
이 녀석이 마지막인 것 같은데
승리로 이끌
심상치 않은 분위기야. 조심해가면서 싸워.
Okay, so maybe I should use sun shower.
사격 개시.
비뚤어져 끓여. 이 스며들 듯한 비. 우산이 새지는 않는.
먼저 빠진다.
And that's all of them gone.
관리자님이 명하는 것이라면 탄환은 어디든 무엇이든 누구든 관통해냅니다. 설령 사랑하는 사람일지라도.
Right. Let's do 2 more extractions. And let's try hard mode.
총은 수지 타산에 맞게 한 발에 한 놈씩.
교단놈들이 곧 몰려들 거야. 정신머리 똑바로 차리고 무기부터 확인해.
사격 개시.
개미발 장전. 격발 깐신다.
God damn it, friendly fire. I also didn't kill that guy. I need to kill any of them the same turn they spawn.
아직까지도 저의 총군.
내가 나설 차례인가?
God damn it. I forgot to send my dawn.
교단놈들이 곧 몰려들 거야. 정신머리 똑바로 차리고 무기부터 확인해.
어쩌면
And there we go, support dawn. May I set a ring pointillist? We go for Solomon.
파우스트가 나설 만한 곳이어야 할 겁니다.
교단놈들이 곧 몰려들 거야. 정신머리 똑바로 차리고 무기부터 확인해.
가족을 위해. 격발. 개미발 장전.
깔끔한 헤드샷. 머리통에 적절났다고.
잠든 그대를 기릴 테니.
Okay, we killed him off.
나아가 주게.
격발 깐신다. 고통 없어.
Doing really good so far.
나아가 주게.
한 점만 노린다. 깔끔한 헤드샷. 머리통에 적살났다고.
비 스며들 듯한 비. 우산이 새진 않는.
좋아. 탄하구만.
Okay, 15 out of 77.
고귀하게 따뜻해. 네 피분수
Here we go.
나는 이 왕좌에 묶여 어떤 통치하는 자일지.
네 피분수
잠든 그대를 기릴 테니.
좋아. 탄하구만.
That was a bit of a wave.
여기까지 쏜 이상 돌아갈 수 없는 것. 강화살이 당겨 도착할 곳이
저 빠진다.
지옥뿐이라 해.
아이, 끝도 없이 몰려드네. 대가리엔 이상한 톱니바퀴나 받고. 총알 안 떨어지게 잘 관리하라고.
I think we should be fine. Maybe we can use a sun shower.
나아가 주게.
꿰뚫려라.
격발. 고통 없어.
Okay, that was kind of a wasted sun shower.
스며들 듯한 비. 우산이 새지는 않는 속. 잠든 그대를 기릴 테니.
너희의 목이 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌.
나아가 주게.
역시 네놈 말대로 어떤 사람이라도 맞출 수 있는 마법의 탄환이. 격발.
God, I love that damage.
한심이라. 고통.
잠들게.
Another wasted sun shower.
스며들 듯한 비. 우산이 새지는 않는
너희의 목이 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌.
39 out of 77.
소준 중입니다. 신속하게 용건을.
I have 6 poets.
나아가 주게.
이번에 내 피분수
편히 쉬시게. 잠든 그대를 기릴 테니.
격발. 고통. 너희의 목이 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다.
Let's use another sun shower.
가족을 위해. 격발. 내 탄환이 향하는 곳은 언제나 같다. 필요한 게 조금의 우연도 없이.
편히 쉬시게. 잠든 그대를 기릴 테니.
Wasting another sun shower.
스며들 듯한 비. 우산이 새지는 않는 속.
이번에 내 피분수 이번에 내 피분수
너희의 목이 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌.
57 out of 77.
소준 중입니다. 신속하게 용건을.
Buy something like them, maybe.
완벽한 한 방.
unfortunately did not rehead.
우산이 새지는 않나.
피날레를 시작하자.
And here we're on to the final wave.
심상치 않은 분위기야. 조심해가면서 싸워.
No good, pure AoE. Try something like that.
고귀하게.
전부 찢어버리겠네. 그대에게 보이는 이 전기 불꽃은 무슨 색을 띠고 있는가?
기록에 따라 당신을 반드시 집행하겠습니다.
모든 결과들은 파우스트가 이 전투는 승리할 거예요.
This could be an easy win.
이번에 네 피분수?
낭망한 마음은 검게 타오라 사라졌어. 그저 시리도록 원망할 뿐. 지겹군. 이 몸이 직접 손봐야겠네.
And that's a victory.
관리자님이 명하는 것이라면 탄원은 어디든 무엇이든 누구든 관통해냅니다. 설령 사랑하는 사람일지라도.
Alright. We have 10 summons. And we got nothing. Well,
금융 작업은 95%.
I think that'll do it for today's video. If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Well, we won't be playing Limbus Company, but we'll be playing something else, so I'll see you when we do that. Bye!